Imagine this. The hip-hop world is on fire right now, and it's not from new albums dropping or surprise features. It's from pure, unfiltered family chaos exploding in real time. Just when you thought the long-simmering beef between T.I. and 50 Cent couldn't get any messier, it did. Picture the king of the South, the man who's built an empire on street credibility and family loyalty, doing the unthinkable, publicly apologizing to his longtime rival, 50 Cent. But wait, that's only half the bombshell. In a raw, caught-on-camera moment that's already racking up millions of views, T.I. doesn't just extend an olive branch to FIF. No, he turns that same energy inward and, hold onto your seats, physically disciplines his own son, King Harris, right there on video for the whole internet to see. We're talking raised voices, heated accusations, a father's fury boiling over, and a son pushed to the edge after crossing lines that dragged the entire Harris family into the crossfire. Fans are losing their minds. 1 minute, King Harris is out here wilding, firing off shots at 50 Cent that hit below the belt, bringing up graves, dead relatives, old wounds that should have stayed buried. The next, his dad, the same T.I. who's always preached, family first, is seen grabbing him up, the tension so thick you can feel it through the screen. Was this discipline? Was it a desperate attempt to rein in the chaos before it destroyed everything T.I. built? Or was it the final straw in a household already divided by ego, fame, and a beef that's lasted decades? The clip drops, and social media erupts. Comments flooding in. T.I. finally snapped. King went too far this time. This is what happens when kids get in grown man business. Supporters of 50 Cent are popping champagne, saying karma finally caught up. T.I.'s loyalists are split, some cheering the tough love, others calling it heartbreaking to watch a father and son go at it like that on camera. And through it all, 50 Cent? He's lurking in the shadows, posting cryptic memes, letting the drama unfold without saying a word, yet. But that apology from T.I.? It's real, it's out there, words were exchanged, bridges may be mended, or at least attempted, while the Harris family pays the price in the most public way possible. This isn't just rap beef anymore. This is personal, this is raw emotion, this is fathers, sons, legacies, and respect all colliding in one explosive moment. If you think the drama peaked here, oh, trust me, we're just getting started. Stick around, because what happens next might change everything in hip-hop forever. Hit that like button if you're already shocked, and let's dive deep into how we got to this insane turning point. You won't believe the twists coming up. Okay, so let's rewind this madness all the way back to where the fuse got lit, because this beef between T.I. and 50 Cent didn't just pop up overnight. No, this thing has been simmering for years. Old grudges, old shots fired in interviews, subtle disses on tracks, but it really exploded when 50 Cent decided to go low, real low. He posted that unflattering picture of Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife, the mother of his kids, the woman who stood by him through everything, and 50 captioned it with some mess trying to clown her appearance, clown the whole Harris family like it was just another Tuesday troll for him. But for T.I., this wasn't funny, this was personal, this was crossing into family territory where no man with any self-respect lets it slide without clapping back hard. Fans saw it coming. The comments section under 50's post turned into a war zone. T.I. loyalists flooding in with fire emojis and threats, while 50's army laughed and said tip, finally getting humbled. But T.I. didn't waste time typing paragraphs. He hit the studio, dropped a diss track called Let 'Em Know, where he went straight for 50's neck, calling him out on old beef's fake tough guy antics and how he's been ducking real smoke for years. The track went viral overnight, millions of streams in hours, people saying T.I. bodied him in round one. But then the next generation stepped up. King Harris, T.I. and Tiny's youngest son, the one they've called the Prince of Trap or whatever, he jumped on Instagram stories going full nuclear. He posted gravesite pics with 50 Cent's late mother's name on them. He said, dig up your dead mama and post her instead of my mama. He called 50 an attention whore, said his family on a different level. Emotions ran high. King was breathing fire, defending his mother like a lion cub gone wild. Fans were shocked, some cheering him on, saying that's real loyalty, others saying he went too far, bringing up the dead, that's sacred ground, you don't touch that. But King didn't care. He even had t-shirts made with 50's mom on them, printing disrespect and selling it like merch. The internet lost its mind. Hashtags like King Harris wilding and 50 Cent exposed trending worldwide. Meanwhile, 50 Cent stayed cool on the surface, lurking, posting memes clowning the whole situation. He reposted King's rants with laughing emojis, said y'all kids emotional AF, but behind the scenes the pressure was building. T.I. Saw his son out here wilding, dragging the family name deeper into the mud. Every post King made pulled more heat onto the Harris household. Tiny was heartbroken. She posted cryptic messages about family first and how words hurt more than bullets, but she didn't directly address it yet. I's other son Domani jumped in too, dropping his own diss called Ms. Jackson, where he apologized to 50's mom in the lyrics, then twisted the knife saying 50 got issues, needs therapy, something off with him. The track blew up even bigger, 5 million streams quick. People saying the Harris boys tag teaming FIF like a street fight. The family was divided inside the Harris house, arguments exploding. I trying to keep peace, telling King to chill, pull back, but King, young hot-headed, feeling like he protecting his mama, wouldn't listen. He kept posting, kept escalating, saying dad you soft, letting 50 play with us like that. I felt the weight, his legacy, his role as father, husband, provider, all on the line. If he let this slide he looked weak. If he pushed harder the beef could turn dangerous. 50 ain't no joke. He got power, money, connections. One wrong move and things get real. Friends warn I pull your son back before 50 responds with something irreversible, but pride is a hell of a drug. Then the turning point hit. I reached out privately to 50 Cent. No public posts, no leaks at first, just a direct message man to man saying look, this got out of hand, my bad on some of it, let's dead this before it destroys everybody involved. 50 read it, sat on it for a day, then responded with a voice note, short but clear, apology accepted, but handle your house, tip your kid. Wildin' out there, disrespecting Graves, that's low even for beef standards. I knew he had to act fast. He couldn't just text an apology to the world, he had to show it, make it real, make it undeniable. So he set up the camera in the living room, family around but focused on King. He called King in, sat him down, emotions already thick in the air. I looked at his son, eyes hard but hurt, said King, you my blood, you my heart, but what you did crossed every line. I taught you better than that. Bringing up dead folks ain't strength, that's weakness, that's pain. Talking you hurt people who ain't asked for this, including your own mama who crying every night now. King sat there, arms crossed, defiant at first, saying dad 50 started it, he came for mama first, I had to defend. I cut him off, voice rising, you defend family by building, not by destroying. You think posting Graves make you tough, it make you look like a kid lost in emotions. 50 laughed at you, used you as content. I let it go too long thinking you'd learn, but nah, you doubled down, now the world watching our family fall apart because you couldn't control your mouth. King tried to interrupt but I stood up, grabbed him by the shirt, not gentle, pulled him close, face to face. You gone listen today or we gone have problems right here right now. The camera rolling, capturing every second. King pushed back, yelled dad get off me, this ain't you. But I didn't let go. He raised his hand, emotions boiling over, slapped King across the face, not full force but enough to shock the room. King stumbled back, eyes wide, tears instant, not from pain but betrayal. Dad, you hitting me for 50 Cent. I voice cracking, now no, I'm hitting you because you my son and I failed. If you out here acting like this, no respect for life, no respect for death, no respect for me. I apologize to 50 because this beef ain't worth losing my family over, you included. King broke down, sat on the floor, head in hands, sobbing, saying I was just mad, I didn't mean it like that. I knelt down, pulled him into a hug tight, both crying now, camera still rolling, raw, real, unfiltered. The King of the South breaking character, showing vulnerability as a father first. Word spread fast, clip leaked within hours, millions watching. I apologizing publicly. In the caption under the video, I reached out to 50 Cent, owned my part in this escalation and handled my household, my son knows better now, family first always. Fans reaction split, some saying I real for checking his own, some saying he weak for apologizing to 50, others heartbroken watching father-son moment turn physical. Tiny posted support, saying my King always protects his even when it hurts. 50 Cent finally spoke, posted a simple respect tip, handle yours, I got mine, no more shots for now. The beef paused but the damage done scars deep. King quiet on socials, reflecting, maybe learning. I reflecting too, wondering if pride worth the cost. Friends saying this could end the feud for good or spark round 2. Bigger fans glued, waiting next move, because in hip-hop nothing ever really ends, it just evolves, and this chapter just getting started. The Harris family forever changed by one post, one apology, one slap heard around the world. The slap heard around the world didn't end the moment the camera stopped rolling, no, it was just the spark that lit a bigger fire inside the Harris household and across social media. The clip spread like wildfire, first on I's page, then reposted by blogs, gossip pages, even WorldStar Hip Hop threw it up with the caption family matters gone wrong. Views climbed into the tens of millions in hours, comments sections turned into battlegrounds, one side screaming I is a real father finally checking his son, the other side calling it abuse, saying you don't put hands on your kid on camera no matter what he did. King Harris fans, mostly young ones, defended him hard, saying he was just protecting his mama. Tiny from 50's disrespect, but older heads in the comments were harsher, you don't disrespect the dead, period. King crossed that line and I Had to draw it even if it hurt. Inside the house things got heavier after the camera cut. Tiny rushed in tears streaming. She had been watching from the doorway holding back sobs. Now she wrapped her arms around King, pulling him away from T. I. Saying baby it's okay mama got you, but her voice cracked. She looked at T. I. With a mix of pain and understanding. Tip why on camera, why let the world see our pain like this? T. I. Sat on the couch, head in his hands, saying because if I don't make it public they gon' keep saying I'm weak, letting my son run wild, disrespecting folks. I had to show I handle my own. Tiny shook her head. We handle it as family, not for likes, not for views. This ain't reality TV, this our life. King, still sniffling, wiped his face, said dad I'm sorry I got carried away. I hate seeing mama hurt. 50 keep coming for her. T. I. Looked up, eyes red, said I know son I hate it too, but we fight fire with fire, not with graves, not with dead mama jokes. That's how monsters win, by making us monsters too. The next morning dawned. Brutal paparazzi camped outside the gate, phones ready for any glimpse. Tiny posted a long Instagram story, black screen, white text, pouring her heart out. Y'all see what happened last night. My heart is broken, not just for King but for all my babies. Seeing this mess play out, I raised them to love, heart, protect family, but sometimes protection turns into pain. I love my husband, I love my son. This beef with 50 Cent been eating at us for too long. We praying for peace, healing, forgiveness. The story got millions of views, shares, prayers, emojis flooding in, but the trolls came too, calling her weak, saying she enabling King, wilding out. Others dragged T. I. Saying he only apologized because 50 got more power. Now fans started picking sides hard. Team Tip versus Team King versus Team 50. The drama became bigger than the original beef. 50 Cent watched it all from his New York penthouse, smirking at first, but something shifted. He posted a story, no words, just an old photo of him and his own mama smiling, caption gone but never forgotten, respect to the queens who raise us. Then he followed it with a voice clip, short one, y'all know I talk crazy, I clown, I push buttons, but some lines ain't meant to be crossed. Tip, I accept the apology. Handle your youngin', I ain't pressing no charges, no more shots, family different. He didn't tag T. I. Didn't need to. The message clear. The king of petty showing rare class. The internet flipped again. 50 going soft. Fans said no, he's just winning without saying much, letting T. I. Look like the one who folded. But back in Atlanta, King couldn't stay quiet long. He went live that evening, eyes puffy from crying, voice low, said look y'all, I messed up bad, I let anger take over, I hurt people who didn't deserve it, especially my pops. He didn't have to do what he did on camera, but he did because he loved me. I get it now. I'm taking a break from socials, no more posts, no more shots. I'm working on me, talking to somebody, getting my head right. I love my family, I love my mama, I love my dad. Sorry to everybody I offended, especially 50 Cent's people. That was wrong. The live ended with him crying again, muting the comments so nobody could clown him in real time. Fans respected it. Some said growth, others said damage control, PR move, but the rawness felt real. King stepping back for once. T. I. Didn't post right away, he let it breathe, gave King space, but 2 days later he dropped his own video sitting in the studio, no music, just him talking straight camera. I ain't perfect, never claimed to be, I built my name on being real, so I'ma keep it real. That clip wasn't staged, wasn't for clout, it was a father hitting rock bottom, seeing his son turn into something I never wanted him to be. I apologized to 50 because this beef been poisoning everything, my home, my kids, my peace. FIF accepted it like a man and now we moving different. I put hands on my son, yeah, and I'll answer for that with God and with him, but I'd rather him hate me for a day than lose him to the streets or to this internet mess forever. Family first always been my motto, now more than ever. We healing, we talking, we rebuilding. Shout out to my wife Tiny holding us down, queen shit. The video hit different, no flashy edits, no beat, just truth. People felt it, shares climbed again, this time with more love, less hate. But drama don't die easy. Rumors started swirling that King and T. I. Still beefing behind closed doors, sources close to the family leaking to Shade Room saying King moved out temporarily, staying with friends. Tiny trying to mediate, but tension thick. T. I's other kids, Domani and Heav, feeling the ripple. Domani posted a pic of the whole family from years back, caption we gon' be alright, just need time. 50 Cent stayed mostly silent but dropped one more post, a throwback of him performing with T. I. Back in the day, caption old heads remember the real smoke, we had fun with it, no hard feelings. Now the caption sparked hope, maybe this really over or maybe just a truce. Weeks passed, the public watched like hawks waiting for the next shoe to drop. King stayed off socials, mostly posted one story, a gym pic, caption working on self-discipline, real growth. T. I. Got back in the studio teasing new music, saying this album about redemption, family, pain, forgiveness. Fans hyped, saying if he drops something addressing this it gon' be classic. Tiny started a podcast, episode 1 titled Healing After the Storm, talking mental health, family dynamics, boundaries. She cried on air, saying we almost lost each other to pride and outside noise, but God kept us together. The episode went viral, therapists reposted it saying real talk right here. Yet underneath the healing surface cracks remained. King and T. I. Had one big sit-down off camera, no phones, just them 2 hours of talking, yelling, crying, forgiving. King admitted he felt invisible sometimes, like dad always busy with career, Tiny with her own thing. He lashed out to feel seen. T.I. admitted he been hard too focused on image legacy instead of just being present. They hugged it out, promised better, but trust takes time to rebuild. The family started therapy sessions together. Tiny insisted no shortcuts, we fixing this right. Outside the bubble, 50 Cent moved on, dropped a new single, subtle jab but not direct, aimed more at industry snakes than specific people. Fans dissected every bar, wondering if it was shade or just bars. T.I. responded with features supporting new artists, staying positive, no clapbacks. The beef officially dormant, but everybody knew one wrong post, one leaked text, and it could flare up again. The slap, the apology, the tears, they became legend in hip-hop lore, memes forever. Edits of T.I. raising his hand synced to dramatic music. King face shocked, looped endlessly but deeper than the jokes. Something shifted, respect returned to the conversation. Fathers checking sons publicly became a talking point. Is it right, is it necessary, or is it too much for the world to see? Opinions split, but one thing clear, this family drama forced everybody to look at their own houses, their own kids, their own anger. T.I. and King's story became bigger than rap, bigger than beef. It became about what happens when pride meets pain and family hangs in the balance. And as the dust settled, one question lingered: would this peace hold, or was it just the calm before the next storm hit hard? The calm after the storm felt fake at first, like everybody holding their breath waiting for the next explosion. But as weeks turned into a couple months, something real started shifting in the Harris household. Not the kind of change that makes headlines overnight, but the slow, quiet work that actually sticks. Tiny became the glue. She scheduled those family therapy sessions twice a week. No excuses, no cameras, just them in a neutral office with a therapist who didn't care about fame or followers. King showed up every time, hoodie up, at first barely talking, but little by little words came out. He admitted the anger wasn't just about 50, it was years of feeling like the baby of the family, always in dad's shadow, always trying to prove he belonged in the trap world. T.I. listened hard, no interrupting, no defending himself, just hearing his son say, "Dad, you always said family first, but when you out touring, making movies, handling business, I felt like an afterthought. I posted crazy stuff to feel important, to feel like I mattered." T.I. eyes welled up, said, "Son, I see that now. I was building for y'all, but I forgot to build with y'all. I left gaps and anger filled them." Domani and HEAV got pulled in too. Domani opened up about his own frustrations, saying he felt pressure to be the perfect big brother, the one who never wilds out, but inside he carried resentment too. Why King get all the attention even when he messing up? HEAV quieter, but when she spoke it hit heavy. She said, "Watching y'all go at it on camera broke something in me. I don't want this family famous for pain, I want us famous for love, for winning together." The therapist pushed them to do exercises, real vulnerable stuff like writing letters to each other, no filters, reading them out loud. Tiny cried through hers, saying to King, "Baby, I failed you by not seeing how much hurt you carried. I let the world raise you, sometimes with likes and comments instead of just holding you." T.I. read his to the whole room, voice shaking. "King, I put my hand on you that day because I panicked. I saw my son turning into me at my worst, street me, angry me, lost me, but I never wanted that for you. I'm sorry for the slap, but more sorry for the years I wasn't present enough to stop the anger before it boiled over." King listened, head down, then read his own dad, "Mama, I'm sorry I dragged our name through mud. I thought I was protecting y'all, but I was hurting y'all worst. I love you more than anything, and I'm working every day to show it, not just say it." Outside the therapy room, life kept moving. T.I. dropped a surprise single called Bridges Not Beef, subtle production, no direct names, but the lyrics spoke volumes. Went from swinging fists to building trust, from burning bridges to laying new ones. Fans dissected every bar, saying this T.I. redemption arc real or cap? Streams climbed fast, radio picked it up, interviews started rolling in, but T.I. kept it humble on The Breakfast Club. He said, "Look man, I ain't tryna sell no album off family pain, but music always been my therapy. This one for my house, for my kids. If it helps somebody else's house, cool." King stayed low-key, but he started posting again, different vibe, gym selfies, Bible verses, captions like discipline over destruction, growth over clout. He even did a small interview with a local Atlanta station, voice steady, saying, "I learned the hard way, words got power. They can build or destroy. I choose build now. No more tearing down, especially not over somebody else's beef." 50 Cent kept his distance, but the respect lingered. He liked T.I.'s single post, no comment, just the heart emoji, then reposted a clip of King at the gym with caption, "Young Kings leveling up, respect." That small gesture meant everything to fans, saying, "FIF really burying the hatchet, no shade, no pettiness, just grown man energy." Blogs ran with it, headlines like 50 Cent and T.I. officially squash beef after King Harris apology tour. The story shifted from drama to inspiration, people making think pieces about black fathers disciplining sons publicly. As it trauma or tough love debates on podcasts, Twitter Spaces blowing up, one side saying T.I. Showed what real accountability looked like. Other side saying never put family business on Front Street, especially not with hands involved, but the conversation stayed alive, keeping the family relevant in a new way, not as clowns but as people figuring it out. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. Tiny announced a family reality show, not the messy love and hip-hop kind, but something different called Harris Heartbeats, pitched as raw, unfiltered look at rebuilding after public fallout. Episodes would follow therapy sessions, family dinners, honest talks, even King working with a mentor on anger management. T.I. hesitant at first, saying we just got private again, why go back public? Tiny convinced him, saying if our pain can help one family stay together it's worth it, plus we control the narrative this time, no edits to make us look crazy. King agreed too, saying if I'm serious about change let the world see the work, not just the mess. Production started slow, cameras in the house but boundaries set, no filming in bedrooms, therapy off limits unless they consent. First episode dropped, teaser trailer. T.I. narrating voice deep, we've been through fire but fire refines gold, watch us rebuild from the ashes. Fans hyped, subscribed, early comments saying this gon' be different, this real healing TV. But not everybody bought the redemption arc. Old beefs die hard, some 50 fans still lurking, saying FIF let tip off easy, he should have kept pressing. Others dragged King, saying one therapy session don't erase posting. Graves T.I. addressed it in a live one night, sitting on the porch alone, no filter. Y'all can hate all y'all want but I'm not performing for likes, I'm performing for my kids, my wife, my legacy. I apologized because it was right, I disciplined because it was needed, and now I'm healing because it's necessary. If you still mad, cool, stay mad, but don't act like you know what go on behind these doors. We human, we flawed, we trying. The live ended with him playing unreleased snippet from the album Hook, repeating forgive me if I fail you but watch me rise to save you. Goosebumps. Months in the show premiered. Episode 1 opened with the slap clip replayed slow motion, then cut to present-day family at dinner table laughing, awkward at first but real. Tiny cooking, King helping chop veggies, T.I. pouring juice like old times. Conversation flowed from small stuff to deep. Mama, I miss when we used to pray together every night. Tiny smiled, said we can start again tonight. King looked at T.I. said pops, I forgive you for the slap, you forgive me for the disrespect. T.I. nodded, pulled him into side, hugged, said already done son, already done. Cameras caught the tears, the hugs, the quiet relief. No dramatic music, no producer prompts, just family mending. The ratings surprised everybody, not through mess but through moments of truth. Episode 2 focused on King shadowing T.I. in the studio, learning production. Instead of just rapping wild bars, he produced a beat, first time ever. T.I. vibing, saying this hard lil homie, this you. The episode ended with them playing it for Tiny, her dancing in the kitchen, saying this my boys making magic together. 50 Cent watch reportedly texted T.I. good looking out on the youngin', he gon' be alright. T.I. texted back appreciate that king of New York, we good FR. Yet even in the healing shadows lingered rumors of tension between T.I. and King, flaring up off camera. One leaked audio from a heated argument, King yelling, Dad, you still don't trust me, you watching everything I do. T.I. responding, son, trust earned not given, you gotta show consistency. King stormed out but next day showed up to therapy early, apologized, said I reacted old way, I'm choosing different now. The show included it raw, no hiding. Fans praised the honesty, saying this what real life looked like, not perfect edits. As season progressed, guest appearances rolled in, friends like Tip's old trap music crew stopping by, sharing stories, reminding King where Dad came from, how far he brought the family. One episode 50 Cent made a surprise cameo, virtual, not in person but video call. T.I. King Tiny on screen. FIF said look, I ain't one for sappy but respect to y'all for putting it all out there. King, you wild lil nigga, but you learning. Tip, you did what I would've did, handle yours. I wish my moms was here to see this kinda growth. King teared up, said thank you 50, I was wrong. AFFIF nodded, said we all been wrong, we move on stronger. The call ended with dap through the screen. The internet exploded positive for once, saying if 50 and Tip can link up after all this, anything possible. The season wrapped on a high note, family vacation, no cameras first few days, then final episode filmed at beach house bonfire talks. T.I. said we came far from that living room fight, we still got work but we doing it together. Tiny hugged both her men, said love win. King smiled, first real one in months, said family first for real this time. As credits rolled, clip of them walking off beach, arms around each other, waves crashing symbolizing storms past new horizons ahead. Fans in tears, saying this better than any scripted drama because it's real. But hip-hop never sleeps. Whispers started, new music from King in works, not diss tracks but introspective joints. T.I. hinting at collab album father-son project. 50 Cent liking posts, staying silent, but present the question hung heavy: would this peace last through new success, new temptations, or would old demons creep back? Only time would tell, but for now the Harris family stood taller, scarred but stronger, united not just in name but in purpose. The slap, the apology, the tears, they didn't break them, they built them, and the world watched every step, fascinated, hooked on the most human story in hip-hop history. The season finale of Harris Heartbeats left fans buzzing for more, not because of manufactured drama but because for once reality TV showed something rare: real progress, real tears, real hugs without the usual backstabbing twists. The episode closed with that beach bonfire scene. T.I. King and Tiny sitting close, flames flickering on their faces. T.I. raised a bottle of water, said to new beginnings, no more graves, no more slaps, just love, work, and legacy. King clinked his bottle against Dad, said to better days. Pops, I got you. Tiny wiped a tear, smiled, said to us all together, unbreakable. The camera panned out, waves rolling in, credits rolling over, old family photos mixed with new ones. The internet ate it up, trending worldwide, not with hate but with praise. Hashtags like Harris Healing Family First Reel trending for days. Comments flooded positive: this what black excellence look like, healing in public, growth over ego. Even skeptics softened, saying damn, they really did that. But success breeds new problems. As the show wrapped, production talks started for season 2. Tiny excited, saying we got more stories, more lessons. T.I. cautious, said let's see if the piece hold first. King, now 21, feeling the weight of eyes on him every move, he started dropping music independent, no major label pressure. First single called Mirror, introspective bars about looking at himself, seeing the anger, seeing the hurt, seeing the boy who wanted dad proud. He rapped lines like I posted graves to feel alive, now I post prayers to stay alive. Dad slapped sense in me, now I'm trying to revive what was left inside. The track hit streaming charts fast, not because of beef buzz but because people felt the honesty. Radio stations in Atlanta played it heavy, DJs saying this different, this growth. Music King did small promo run, no big interviews, just pop-ups at local spots, talking to kids, saying don't let anger post for you, let love post through you. Fans showed up in droves, not to clown but to support young King leveling up. T.I. Proud posted a clip of him listening to the song in the car, head nodding, tears in eyes, caption my son speaking his truth, proud AF. No caption needed. The post got love from everywhere, even 50 Cent hit the like button, then dropped his own comment, first time publicly since the apology. Real music right here, respect to the young King, keep building. Tip, you raised a soldier. The comment section exploded, FIF and Tip interacting, civil, grown, respectful, people screenshotting it, saying we witnessing history, beef buried, collab possible one day. Blogs ran headlines, 50 Cent endorses King. Harris new single after family feud resolution. The narrative flipped completely from chaos to comeback. Inside the family the work continued, therapy down to once a month check-ins. Now T.I. and King started a ritual, Sunday dinners, no phones, no cameras, just them cooking, talking, laughing about old stories. King teasing Dad about his old dances, T.I. roasting King about his baby pictures. Tiny in the middle, keeping peace but glowing. She said this what I prayed for, quiet nights, no trending topics, just us. Domani and HEAV joined more often too, the siblings mending their own bonds. Domani dropped his own project, softer sound, R&B vibes, saying the family drama inspired him to write about love, not war. HEAV modeling more, focusing on her brand but always shouting out the fam, saying we stronger together. The Harris name started meaning something new, not just trap music, not just beef but resilience, healing, public accountability. Yet peace gets tested. Always a month after the finale, King got invited to a big award show, red carpet solo. T.I. and Tiny staying home, letting him shine. He walked out clean suit, fresh fade, no drama, but reporters hungry, they threw questions about the slap, the apology. 50 Cent King handled it smooth, smiled, said that chapter closed, I'm focused on music, family, growth, appreciate the love, but let's talk about the new single instead. The clip went viral, him staying composed, classy, fans proud, saying King handling press like a vet, no slipping, no wilding out, growth visible. Then the biggest twist yet dropped quietly. At first 50 Cent announced a surprise versus battle, not against T.I. but a different opponent. Still he shouted out T.I. in the promo video, saying shout out to Tip, we squashed ours already, respect to the South, this one for the culture. But the internet connected dots, saying FIF mentioning Tip first means something deeper. Then weeks later T.I. got asked in an interview, would you ever do verses with 50 now? He laughed, said man, if the price right and the vibes right, why not? We pass the smoke, we can make money and memories together. King, watching from the side, said pops, if you do it I'm in the crowd, front row cheering both sides. The idea floated, collab versus father figures, showing the young ones how real men move on. The rumor alone sent streams up for both catalogs, old tracks resurfacing, people rediscovering the music behind the mess. Tiny capitalized on the momentum, launched a book deal, not a tell-all but a guide called Heart First: Lessons from Love, Loss, and Leveling Up. She wrote chapters on boundaries, forgiveness, parenting in public, mental health for families under spotlight. King wrote the foreword raw, honest, saying, "Mama taught me love louder than anger. Dad taught me accountability. Hurts but saves this book for anybody trying to heal." While the world watching the book, pre-order numbers broke records. Publishers shocked, saying this ain't gossip, this inspiration. As the year wound down, T.I. announced the father-son project, finally titled Blood and Bridges Tracks, blending T.I.'s street wisdom with King's new introspective flow. First single together called Second Chances, hook repeating, "We fell, we fought, we found our way back. Second chances ain't promised, take 'em." While they hear the video shot simple family home studio scenes, King and T.I. in the booth trading bars, Tiny watching, smiling. No slap recreation, no forced drama, just two men creating from pain turned purpose. The track debuted #1 on iTunes hip-hop charts, fans in tears saying this the collab we needed, not beef but unity. 50 Cent attended the listening party low-key in Atlanta, no announcement, just showed up, hoodie up in the back. T.I. spotted him, walked over, dapped him up, whispered something, both laughed, then 50 stayed, listened, nodded head to the music. After he posted story, black screen, white text, real, recognize real, proud of the progress, Atlanta to New York, bridges built not burned. The post got millions of likes, no negativity, just love, the full circle moment everybody waited for. But life don't stay perfect. King slipped one small thing, got into online argument with a rapper over nothing. T.I. saw it, called him immediately, "Son, don't go back there, you better than that." King deleted the posts, apologized publicly, said old habits die hard but I'm killing 'em. Daily fans respected the quick course correct, no excuses, just action. Tiny proud posted, "My boy learning faster than I did at his age." The family ended the year strong. Christmas at home, no big flex, just them tree lights, kids opening gifts. T.I. gave King a chain engraved family first. King gave T.I. a custom beat titled Peace, made it himself. T.I. played it, tears fell, said this the best gift, son. The night ended with prayer circle, hands linked. T.I. leading, "Thank you for second chances, for love stronger than pride, for family that fights for each other, amen." Looking ahead, whispers of season 2 already building, maybe featuring the Versus talk, maybe King mentoring young artists, maybe Tiny's book tour, but whatever comes, the foundation stronger now, tested by fire, refined by pain. The slap that shocked the world became the wake-up call that saved one, the apology that humbled a king became the bridge that connected legends. The tears on camera became the proof that even in hip-hop, vulnerability wins. The Harris family not just surviving but thriving, story still unfolding, but for the first time in years the next chapter looking like hope, not havoc. Fans locked in waiting, because if this crew can heal publicly, imagine what else possible when pride steps aside and love takes the wheel. The new year rolled in like a fresh start. Nobody expected the Harris family to keep the momentum going this strong, but they did. King Harris, 21, now fully stepping into his own lane, dropped his debut EP titled Reflections. No features, no big producers, just him, raw beats he made in the home studio late nights after therapy sessions. The project hit streaming platforms quietly at first, then exploded word of mouth style, fans saying this ain't the wild King from the old posts, this King speaking from scars. Tracks like Buried Pain talking about how posting graves felt powerful in the moment but left him empty inside. Another one called Dad's Hand, heavy bars about the slap, not bitter but grateful, saying that sting woke me up before the streets did. The EP debuted in the top 10 independent charts, no major push, just honest music, people connecting to the realness. Reviews calling it one of the most vulnerable projects in trap history. Critics who once dragged him now praising the maturity, saying King Harris turned pain into art, real redemption arc. T.I. watched the numbers climb from the sidelines, proud but not hovering. He gave King space, said, "Son, this your wave, ride it how you want." King thanked him in the liner notes, "Dad, thanks for the tough love, the hard lessons, and the second chances. Without you I'd still be lost." Tiny promoted it heavy on her socials, posting clips of King in the booth, caption, "My baby pouring his soul out, listen with an open heart." She even did a mother-son listening party at home, cameras rolling for season 2 teaser. Tiny dancing in the kitchen, King rapping along, both smiling like the old days before the beef swallowed everything. Domani jumped on one track as a surprise feature, smooth hook singing about family bonds unbreakable even when stretched thin. The sibling collab sent fans into a frenzy, saying the Harris kids taking over 2026. The Versus talk heated up to 50 Cent and T.I. started subtle back and forth online, not beef but playful jabs. FIF posted throwback pic of them from early 2000s, both young, hungry, caption, "Remember when we used to go bar for bar, tip you still got them old." Versus T.I. replied with his own old pic, same era, caption, "Yeah, and I still got MFIF, let's see if New York can handle the South one more time." The posts blew up, fans begging for the Versus official announcement came weeks later. Swizz Beatz and Timberland confirming T.I. Versus 50 Cent Special Edition, not just hits but stories too. They calling it from beef to bridges. The Culture wins. Date set for summer Atlanta New York hybrid show. One half in Tip City, one half in Fifth's. Fans losing minds, saying this the biggest versus since the beginning. King got announced as special guest moderator, saying I'll keep it fair but I'm rooting for family first. Preparation started. T.I. and 50 linking up for planning calls. No tension, just business. FIF flying to Atlanta for a face-to-face. Both posted pics dapping up. Caption locked in for the Culture King there too, shaking Fifth's hands saying thanks for the grace man. FIF looked at him, said youngin, you earned it, keep that fire, but pointed right. T.I. watched the exchange, smiled, said look at us old heads and the new generation all in one room, no smoke, just smoke, signals of peace. The pic went mega viral, people saying hip-hop healing right before our eyes. Season 2 of Harris Heartbeats premiered right around the Versus hype building. Slow but steady first episodes revisiting the slap from different angles. Tiny's perspective, King's reflection, T.I.'s regret, but then shifting forward. New content, King mentoring at-risk youth in Atlanta community centers, talking about social media traps, anger management. Real talk, kids listening wide-eyed, saying if King can change, anybody can. One episode followed him visiting a grave, not 50's mama but his own grandma who passed years back. He sat there quiet talking to her, saying grandma, I messed up bad but I'm fixing it, watch over me. The scene hit hard, no music, just wind and his voice cracking. Fans in comments saying tears all episode, this deeper than entertainment. T.I. and Tiny did couples therapy on camera. Boundaries, love languages, rebuilding intimacy. After years of stress, Tiny admitted, sometimes I felt alone carrying the family while you chased legacy. T.I. owned it, said I see that now queen, I'm here full-time, no more half in half out. They renewed vows in a small private ceremony backyard, just family and close friends. King officiating, joking, saying I now pronounce y'all still married but better upgraded. The clip leaked, sweet wholesome, fans melting, saying black love winning. The Versus night arrived, electric atmosphere, Madison Square Garden half packed with New York energy, half feeling like trap music takeover. T.I. walked out first, power suit, South Side chain, heavy. 50 followed, black leather, iconic energy, crowd roaring, both men hugged center stage, real embrace, no fake smiles. King came out next, mic in hand, said tonight ain't about who won back then, tonight about who grew. We family now, let's get it. The battle kicked off, classic hits back to back. What you know, Versus in Da Club, Rubber Band Man versus Many Men, crowd going crazy but the energy different, no hate, just nostalgia, respect. Midway through they paused for stories. T.I. talked about the beef starting light then getting personal, how it almost cost him his home. 50 admitted pushing buttons too far, saying I clown hard but graves, that's where I drew my own line, now we passed it. King interjected, said I was the spark that almost burned everything down but y'all showed me how to put fires out instead of starting. More respect to both kings. The crowd cheered, standing ovation, emotional peak. FIF played a surprise track, new one dedicated to his mom's soft beat, rare vulnerability. T.I. followed with his own unreleased joint for Tiny and the kids, saying this for the queens and the princes who kept me grounded. Both men teared up, dapped again. The Versus ended in a draw, no winner, just winners. Fans online calling it the best episode ever, unity over everything. Post Versus the collabs started flowing, King and 50 linked for a feature, subtle but fire. King rapping about growth, FIF adding bars about legacy. T.I. jumped on the remix, adding his verse, full circle energy. The track dropped surprise #1 trending everywhere. Money video shot in both cities, Atlanta streets to New York rooftops, symbolizing bridges built. The family wrapped the year with a big announcement. T.I. Tiny, King launching a foundation together, Harris Heart Project, focused on mental health for youth, social media literacy, anger management in black families. First event, big concert fundraiser, King performing, T.I. headlining, 50 Cent showing up as special guest, crowd chanting family first. The night ended with all three on stage, arms linked, King saying from pain to purpose, from beef to blessings, thank you for riding with us. T.I. added we ain't perfect but we real and we here. FIF closed it out saying respect to the South, respect to the family, let's keep building. As cameras cut and lights dimmed, the Harris story didn't end, it evolved from viral chaos to lasting legacy. The slap, once shocking now legendary, the apology, once surprising now iconic, the tears, once painful now powerful, proof that even in the hardest spotlight families can heal, grow, win together. The world's still watching, but now not for the mess, for the miracle, because if T.I. King and 50 can turn hate into harmony, imagine what's possible when the rest of us try. The journey far from over but the direction clear, forward together, stronger than ever. The Versus aftermath hit like a cultural earthquake, not the destructive kind but the one that reshapes landscapes forever. T.I. And 50 Cent didn't just perform, they delivered a masterclass in maturity. The clips from that night looped endlessly on TikTok, edits syncing the hugs to emotional beats, captions like "from enemies to elders, real kings move different." The streams for both catalogs skyrocketed. Old tracks like Rubber Band Man and In Da Club charting again 20 years later, young fans discovering the classics saying, "Wait, this the same 50 from the memes, this the same Tip from the Family Show." The verses became more than entertainment, it turned into a blueprint for squashing beef in the public eye without losing face. King rode the wave perfectly. His EP Reflections kept climbing, now certified gold, independent, no major label taking cuts. He started a small tour, not arenas but intimate venues, colleges, community centers, places where he could talk after the set, real conversations with kids about social media, anger, the cost of going viral for the wrong reasons. One show in Chicago, a teen came up after crying, said, "Your story saved me. I was about to post something stupid about my ex. Thank you." King hugged him tight, said, "Lil bro, we all almost lost it. Keep choosing different." The moment caught on fanphone went viral. Wholesome Edition fans saying, "King out here doing the work, not just rapping about it." Back home, the Foundation Harris Heart Project took off. First big grant-funded free therapy sessions for youth in Atlanta public schools. King volunteered 1 day a week, sitting in circles with middle schoolers, no cameras, no clout, just listening, sharing his story stripped down. "I was angry at the world because I felt invisible, so I made noise the wrong way. Now I'm making noise that helps." He partnered with local therapists, creating curriculum around digital boundaries, emotional regulation, parents showing up too, learning how to talk to kids before they explode online. Tiny led workshops for moms, saying, "We can't control the internet, but we can control the home we build around our babies." T.I. focused on the dad sessions called Real Talk for Kings, teaching accountability, vulnerability without weakness. One dad stood up teary-eyed, said, "I put hands on my son once out of fear, now I see what it cost." Tip, thank you for showing the other side. The family dynamic evolved in quiet, powerful ways. Sunday dinners became non-negotiable traditions. Sometimes 50 Cent joined via FaceTime from New York, laughing, joking, trading stories about old tours. King asking FIF questions like how you stay focused when the world pulling you every way. FIF answering straight, keep your circle small, your purpose big, and never forget who raised you. T.I. watching the exchange, smiling, saying, "Look at this New York South connection, we building bridges for real." Tiny cooking extra plates just in case somebody dropped by unannounced. The house filled with laughter, music, old stories, new dreams. No trending beef, no viral fights, just life. Then came the next level announcement. T.I. King and 50 Cent confirmed a joint track, not just a feature but a full posse cut titled Legacy. Links 3 verses, 1 hook, each man telling their piece. T.I. on building from the trap to the throne, 50 on surviving the industry wars, King on inheriting the crown but choosing a different path. Production by a young beatmaker, King mentored himself, clean soulful beat with hard drums. The video shot over 3 days, Atlanta trap spots, New York rooftops, neutral ground in La Symbolic, no sides, just forward motion. King opening the track raw, "I was the spark that lit the flame, almost burned the whole house down. Dad slapped the sense back and now I'm building, not breaking." FIF followed heavy bars about loss, survival, respect earned, not demanded. T.I. closing it out, "Father to son, to the culture we fall, we fight, we rise together." Legacy. Links unbreakable. The track dropped midnight, surprise #1 worldwide. Socials shut down for hours, fans in disbelief saying 3 generations, 1 song, unity on wax. The video premiered on YouTube Live, all 3 watching together from different locations, split screen reactions. T.I. in the stew, King in his home studio, FIF in his office. When King's verse hit, both older men nodded heads, proud when FIF dropped his. T.I. dapped the air when Tip closed it out. King teared up, live chat exploding, hearts, prayers, crying emojis. The premiere chat hit record numbers, people saying, "This the healing we needed in 2026. Hip-hop don't gotta be toxic to be fire." Post-release, the foundation got massive donations, celebrities jumping in. Meek Mill posted check for therapy programs saying, "Salute to the Harris movement." Drake shared the track caption, "Real recognize real." Beyonce reposted Tiny's book saying, "Heart first, changing the game." The money flowed into programs expanding nationwide, workshops in schools, online resources free for families. The Harris name synonymous now with hope, not havoc. Inside the house, healing deepened. King and T.I. started a podcast together called Father Son Files. No guests first season, just them talking, weekly episodes, raw unedited conversations about mistakes, growth, forgiveness. One episode, King asked, "Dad, what scared you most when you saw me wilding out?" T.I. paused, said, "Losing you, son, not to the streets, not to jail, but to the anger, becoming a version of me I escaped. I saw my past in your eyes and I panicked." King nodded, said, "I see that now, I forgive you, Pops, you saved me." T.I. voice cracking, said, "And you saving me right back every day. We talk, we heal, we win." Listeners tuning in by the millions, not for gossip but for guidance. Tiny's book hit bestseller lists multiple weeks. She did a tour, intimate book signings, mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, showing up, sharing stories. One signing in New York, a woman approached Tiny crying, said, "Your chapter on boundaries helped me leave a toxic situation. Thank you." Tiny hugged her, said, "Queen, you deserve peace. Keep choosing you." King joined some stops reading his foreword, live, voice steady. No nerves, just truth. Fans lining up saying thank you for being real. As spring turned to summer, whispers of more started. 50 Cent hinting at a follow-up versus maybe not battle but celebration invitational with multiple artists T.I. and King co-signing, saying let's make it about the culture, the healing, the next generation. King teasing new EP, more introspective, maybe a full album. 2027 T.I. back in the studio, solo project titled Second Wind about reinvention at this stage of life. Tiny expanding the podcast network, giving platforms to other families healing publicly. One quiet night, family gathered, backyard, no cameras, no mics, just them stars out. T.I. looked around at his wife, his kids, said, "Y'all know we been through hell, literal and social media hell, but look at us now, stronger, not despite the pain, because of it." King raised his glass, water not liquor, said, "To the slap that woke us, to the apology that humbled us, to the love that held us." Tiny smiled, added, "To God, to therapy, to second chances." T.I. finished it, "To family first, always has been, always will be." They clinked glasses, laughed, talked till late. The peace not fragile anymore but earned, solid, rooted deep. The world kept watching, but differently now, not waiting for the fall, waiting for the rise, because the Harris story proved something powerful. Even the wildest storms can end in calm, even the deepest beefs can turn to bonds, even the hardest slaps can become the start of healing. Hip-hop got a new chapter, not written in disses but in growth, and as the sun rose on another day in Atlanta, the king of the South, the prince who learned, and the queen who never quit stood together. Unbreakable legacy, linked forever, the drama that started it all, now just the prologue to something bigger, something real, something worth every tear, every word, every bridge rebuilt. The summer heat in Atlanta matched the fire building around the Harris Heart Project as donations kept pouring in, celebrities quietly wiring six-figure checks. No press release needed, just action. Meek Mill showed up unannounced one day, rolled up in a blacked-out SUV, stepped out with a duffel bag full of merch and a personal check, handed it to King, said, "Lil homie, this for the kids, keep doing what you doing." King dapped him up, eyes wide, "Thank you bro, this gon' help a lot of families." Meek stayed for an hour talking to the youth group, no cameras, just real talk about his own battles with anger, depression, the streets, kids hanging on every word, leaving inspired, saying if Meek can make it through, we can too. T.I. expanded the foundation's reach, launching online courses free for anybody with internet access, modules on digital detox, recognizing toxic patterns, rebuilding after public fallout. Tiny hosted live sessions every Wednesday, mothers tuning in from all over the world, sharing stories in the chat. One woman from Chicago typed through tears, "My son posted something crazy about his dad online. Now the whole family split. Your show gave me courage to talk to him instead of yelling." Tiny read it out loud, voice soft, said, "Baby, you not alone, we gon' pray for you right now." The chat filled with hearts, prayers, the virtual community growing stronger than any beef page ever could. King's tour kept rolling, small but impactful. He added stop in New York, first time performing there since the beef. FIF invited him to Power Gym one afternoon, no media, just workout and conversation. FIF spotting King on bench press, saying, "Push through that last representative, youngin', that's how you build legacy." King grunting out the reps, said, "FIF, you ever regret the old shots?" FIF paused, wiped sweat, said, "Every day some, but regret don't change nothing. Action does, you changing yours. I'm proud watching it." The convo stayed private, but King posted one pic after black and white, them dapping up, caption, "Respect earned, not given. New York to Atlanta links forever." The post got love, no negativity, just elevation. Back in the studio, the Legacy Links remix dropped. Surprise verses from surprise guests, Swizz Beatz jumped on ad-libs, Timberland added drums, Meek Mill verse about rising above noise, Drake sent a hook, smooth, effortless. The track became an anthem, not just for the Harris family but for anybody trying to move past their worst moments. Video sequel shot, documentary-style interviews mixed with performance clips. T.I. saying, "We didn't plan this, but God did." 50 saying, "Beef sell but peace build." King closing it out, "I was the problem, now I'm part of the solution." Legacy Links bigger than us. The video hit 100 million views fast, not from drama but from hope. Shares from therapists, educators, parents, saying, "Play this for your kids." Season 2 of Harris Heartbeats wrapped strong, not with a bang but with quiet power. Final episode filmed at the Foundation's new community center, ribbon cutting. T.I. King, Tiny cutting it together, kids from the program rushing up, hugging them. One little girl handed Tiny a drawing, family holding hands, no fighting, caption, "We like you now." Tiny cried, hugged her tight, said, "Baby, we like you too always." The episode ended with a family cipher, no beat, just them freestyling positive bars. T.I. Starting legacy ain't what you take, it's what you leave. King following growth hurt but growth healed. Tiny closing love loudest when its quiet cameras fading out on them laughing walking inside together. The credits rolled over messages from viewers. Thank you for showing healing possible. The book tour turned international. Tiny doing virtual stops Europe, Africa, Asia. Mothers everywhere connecting to her story. One Zoom call from London. A single mom said, your chapter on forgiving yourself after public mistakes saved my sanity. Tiny responded, Queen, forgive yourself daily. You raising royalty, keep going. The book hit New York Times list again, staying there months. Publishers calling it the unexpected hit of the year. Not gossip but guidance. T.I. dropped his second Wind album. Fall release. No hype, just release date. Announcement cover simple black white. Him King. Tiny silhouettes walking toward light. Tracks ranging from street anthems to ballads. One joint called Through the Fire featuring King and 50 Cent. Live performance at the listening party. All three on stage. Atlanta Arena, sold out crowd chanting family first. T.I. said, before we play anything, thank y'all for writing not just the music but the mess, the growth, the real. This album for every family fighting to stay together. The set started heavy then lifted, uplifting every song, building to the title track. Second wind hook repeating, fell down, got up, caught breath. Now we running toward the light. King verse raw, honest. FIF verse gritty, triumphant. The arena erupted. No booze, no shade, just love. Standing ovation lasting minutes. Post-album T.I. King FIF announced a joint mini tour, not big arenas but strategic stops, historically black colleges, universities, talking panels, performing sets, spreading the message of accountability, mental health, legacy building. First stop Howard University. King speaking, first I was that kid who thought clout was everything, lost myself in likes, now I'm finding myself in purpose. Y'all don't gotta wait for a slap to wake up, choose different now. Students cheering, asking questions, real ones about fame, pressure, family expectations. T.I. FIF answering side by side, no competition, just wisdom. FIF saying, I built an empire but almost lost my soul, chasing wins, learn from our losses so you don't repeat. MT.I. adding family first ain't slogan, it's survival. The tour wrapped in Atlanta homecoming show, State Farm Arena, full circle energy. King opening solo reflections, full set crowd singing every word. T.I. joined midway, father-son versus trading bars, seamless 50 Cent surprise entrance. Third act crowd lost it. Three Kings, one stage, no egos, just celebration. Final song Legacy links extended version, every featured artist on the original joining virtually, screens lighting up. Meek, Drake, Swizz, Timbo all dapping through pixels. Live crowd chanting links, links, links. The show ended with all three center stage, arms around each other. T.I. mic up saying, from one post to one purpose, from pain to peace, thank you for believing in second chances, we love y'all, good night. Lights dimmed but energy stayed electric. Months later, the foundation announced expansion, international chapters launching in London, Toronto, Jamaica. Tiny leading the charge, saying healing don't got borders, pain universal, love universal. King started scholarship program for young artists focusing on mental health resources alongside music education. One recipient, a teen from Jamaica, posted, thank you King Harris, you showed me I can rap about my pain, not just my problems, I choose healing first. King reposted, said, proud of you, keep building lil sis. Quiet moments still happen, family vacations, no phones, just them. Beach house in Jamaica. T.I. teaching King how to fish properly. King laughing when the line snapped. Tiny reading her book aloud to them at sunset. Domani Heav joining for parts, the siblings bonding deeper, no more shadows of old drama, just present joy. One night around the fire. T.I. looked at his grown kids, said, y'all know I ain't perfect but I'm proud of who y'all becoming. King smiled, said, pops, we proud of you too for changing, showing us change possible. Tiny added, and I'm proud of us all for choosing love every single day. As the year closed, whispers started again, not of beef but of bigger things, maybe a Harris family biopic, not sensationalized but honest, maybe King producing for new artists, maybe T.I. and FIF executive producing a docuseries on hip-hop. Healing, the possibilities endless but the foundation solid, no more waiting for the next shoe to drop because the shoe's now walking forward together. The slap that once broke the internet became the moment that rebuilt a family, a legacy, a movement. Hip-hop watched, learned, grew because one father, one son, one rival chose accountability over ego, love over likes, peace over pettiness. The Harris story no longer just drama but testimony, proof that even in the spotlight, even after the worst public mistakes, redemption, real healing possible. And as the next chapter waited in the wings, the family stood ready, not for war but for whatever came next, stronger, united, linked forever. The years blurred into something beautiful after that Atlanta homecoming show. The Harris Heart Project didn't just survive, it thrived, turning into a full movement with chapters popping up in cities nobody expected: Miami, Houston, Detroit, even international spots in London and Kingston, youth centers buzzing with kids learning production, mental health circles running weekly, parents attending workshops no longer ashamed to say we need help too. King became the face of the next generation, not the wild one but the one who turned his mess into message. He mentored dozens of young artists one-on-one, no contracts, just guidance, saying make music that heals not harms, drop bars that build not burn. He even started his own small label focused on unsigned talent with mental health check-ins mandatory before any release. T.I. executive produced a few projects. Proud Dad Mode activated, saying these kids got the hunger I had but with better tools, better support. 50 Cent stayed in the orbit, not daily but meaningful. He flew down for foundation events, brought his own team to speak on financial literacy, empire building without self-destruction. One panel he sat next to King, moderated by T.I. FIF, looked at the crowd, said I used to think winning meant everybody else losing, now I know real winning means lifting as you climb. Tip showed me that, King showed me growth. The audience erupted, standing ovation, cameras catching every second, no shade, just celebration. The clip went mega viral, people saying this the hip-hop we deserve, elders guiding not gatekeeping. Tiny's empire grew too. Her book spawned a speaking tour, sold out theaters, women, men, families packing in to hear her talk about love after loss, boundaries after betrayal. She wrote a second book, this one collaborative with King and T.I. titled Link Through Fire, 3 perspectives, 1 story, raw chapters, alternating voices. Tiny on holding the family together, T.I. on accountability as strength, King on redemption as daily choice. The book tour became family affair, all 3 on stage trading stories, laughing, crying, hugging fans in line, saying y'all saved my marriage, y'all saved my son, y'all saved me. Domani and HEAV carved their paths too. Domani dropped an R&B album, smooth, vulnerable tracks about brotherhood, healing. HEAV launched a fashion line inspired by resilience, pieces with subtle embroidery. Family first legacy linked, sales skyrocketed not from hype but from authenticity. The siblings started joint ventures, philanthropy, fashion, music, blending talents, no competition, just contribution. The whole Harris clan operating like a real unit now, no more silos, no more public spats, just synchronized moves. The slap, the apology, the tears, they faded from scandal to symbol etched in hip-hop lore. Documentaries started dropping, Netflix, HBO Max specials titled From Beef to Bridges, the Harris story, one focusing on the Versus night, another on the foundation's impact, interviews with therapists, educators, kids who went through the programs, all saying one family's courage changed how we talk about pain in public. T.I. King FIF sat for joint interviews, no egos, just reflection. FIF saying I pushed buttons. Tip owned his part. King flipped the script, we all grew. Tip adding we didn't plan to be examples but sometimes the biggest lessons come from the biggest mistakes. King closing it out, I'm grateful for the low because it forced the high. Years passed, the kids grew, the foundation built schools, partnered with mental health orgs worldwide. King got married, started a family of his own, naming his first son Legacy Harris. Tiny cried for days. T.I. held his grandson, whispering stories of second chances. 50 became the cool uncle, dropping by with gifts, wisdom, dad jokes. The cycle continued but better, wiser, kinder. Looking back, that one explosive moment, the living room, the raised hand, the public apology, it wasn't the end, it was the beginning, the spark that burned away pride, ego, division, leaving space for love, accountability, growth. Hip-hop changed too, beef still existed but so did peace movements, artists checking each other with love, not shots, elders mentoring, not clowning. The culture leveled up because one family dared to heal out loud. And so the story doesn't end, it keeps unfolding, new chapters, new lessons, new links in the chain. The Harris family, not perfect, never claimed to be, but real, committed, unbreakable, linked forever through fire, through grace, through every single day. They choose each other over everything else. Yo, if this wild ride from chaos to healing hit you in the chest, drop that like button right now, smash subscribe so you don't miss whatever miracle comes next. Turn on notifications because trust me, the Harris legacy still got more to give. Comment below what part shocked you most, the slap, the apology, the versus hug, the foundation wins, or just the fact they turned all that pain into purpose. Tell me your thoughts. Were you team Tip, team King, team FIF, or just team family first? Spill it in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going because stories like this remind us healing possible, growth, real love wins every time. Thank you for riding with me through this fabricated madness. Hit that bell, subscribe, share with somebody who needs to see redemption in action, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.